So this week, the Indianapolis Colts officially named their starter for quarterback over, and it's Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones, Danny Dimes himself, over Anthony Richardson. And Coach Steichen made it clear that Daniel Jones is not on a short leash, and this is in fact for the season, unless something like it's just really bad or he gets hurt or something like that. And it led to a lot of Colts fans having mixed feelings at best, myself included, at first, at least. Let me finish here. It felt to me like at the time when it happened, no matter what Richardson did on the field, the Colts knew they were going to start Daniel Jones anyway, regardless. This tweet definitely let their feelings known, claiming the Colts gave up already, even though he's younger than all of these young rookies Bo Nix and Penix and Caleb have been in the league a few years now. It made a lot of fans feel that way. But the Colts drafted a QB who they knew needed reps to improve, and then they have found every reason to give him none of those reps outside of the injuries. Like, they could have let him play in a week 3 preseason game this afternoon. They chose not to because they didn't want him to get hurt. And I think that's where a lot of this is coming from, a little bit of the fear factor here when it comes to his injuries. Anthony Richardson's agent also spoke out, voicing his frustration, saying trust is a big factor, and that is at best questionable right now. Anthony has come back and made the improvements in the areas he needed to improve, and by all accounts, he had a great camp, according to his agent. But what is his agent going to say? Of course he's going to say that. Now, after a few days, I started to think about it more and more and began watching some game tape from the preseason, and I've come to this conclusion. The Colts may have made the right decision here. Richardson is just flat out not seeing the field very well, and his mechanics don't appear to be as improved as we hoped for. And these quotes have also serviced on the situation. One source stated that Daniel Jones is often one of the first Colts in the building. Rookie tight end Tyler Warren typically gets to the team facility at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. By the time he gets there, Daniel Jones is already into his routine. You're usually going to see him at some point, whether he's already in the film room or in the weight room, Warren said. He's probably going to be one of the first guys here every single day. By the time training camp arrived, Jones was comfortable enough in the offense that he could walk up to a receiver after a route and tell him exactly what he needed as the quarterback. So if Richardson's not able to do that and is not able to put in that work early in the morning, I get where the Colts are coming from. If all this is as true as it states here, obviously, Daniel Jones is excited about the opportunity to resurrect his career, so to speak. Jones appears to be putting in the work where Richardson may not be, but it appears Jones has garnered the coach's trust. Not to mention, Coach Shane Steichen had this same conundrum the past 2 seasons, and he chose Richardson first. 2 years ago, Gardner Minshew was in the building, and he chose Richardson over him. And last year, he chose Richardson over Joe Flacco, and both times did not go very well. This time, Steichen decides to change and do something a little bit differently and go with Daniel Jones. So, what are your thoughts on this before I move to the last part of this about Daniel Jones becoming the starter as a Colts fan? Brandon, what do you got?
Gardner Minshew went to
went to the Raiders. Right? I think he's now in Kansas City. Yeah, he's now in Kansas City.
Exactly. Yeah. Flacco shit the bed, and then he went to
Cleveland, where he had success 2 years ago. Yeah, where he's now been named the starter, by the way.
Fucking last.
We'll see. Yep.
Listen,
I'm intrigued by that Shadir Sanders thing, but yeah, go on.
Flacco all the way.
All right, Ravens fan. Right. He's against your Ravens now in the division. You might want to rethink that.
Yeah, but he got us to the Super Bowl.
One fucking time. All right, let's.
Got you there. You won.
Yeah, he did.
or he was involved with the win. So, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, we won one with him. And when was the last time the Colts have won one?
We won't talk about it. It's been 19 years. Yeah, I know. It's been like a decade since we even did anything relevant. So,
don't
yeah.
be shitting on Flacco when, your team hasn't even touched the Super Bowl.
Listen, I'm going to say this, and then that's it.
Okay.
Just trade Anthony at this point. You've broken this.
It might happen.
He's not gonna fucking. And then when Daniel Jones shit the bed, it is what it is. Like, I'm done with that. I told you bullshit. Like, it is what it is. Like, chalk it up at this fucking point. If you're gonna put all of your fucking eggs in this basket, trade the kid. Let him go somewhere else. And I hope he has a great fucking career.
Go to the Ravens.
Actually, I did hear a rumor that Pittsburgh might be interested.
They got enough fucking quarterbacks right now.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers, that is, not going to stick around more than a year.
Oh, you're right there.
I wouldn't think.
No.
So,
but yeah, whatever.
Will Howard and him can compete.
I'm over it. Like, it is what it is. The kid needed more reps. You're not going to give them to him. You're going to put all your eggs in this basket. And what? Do you think Daniel Jones is the one that's going to take us to the promise? It's not going to fucking happen.
Well, and here's the thing.
Say, oh, he needs a couple years. Bullshit. He's already been in the league for a while.
He's had 6 years. But I keep coming back to the fact, again, I'm not saying he's going to light it up or not. He is 28 years old. He's not real old. So he's still got a good decade in him if he stays healthy and all that sort of stuff. And I still come back to the fact, two things. One, the Giants, as of late, they've not been much better than we are. They've had one good – his leading receiver a couple years ago was Saquon Barkley, the running back. What's that tell you?
Neighbors too. Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, without Saquon, and so Malik got covered. So that's
not his fault. That's the
no, it's not. Fault. That's the organization. This is the best situation for Daniel Jones up to this point in his career with the Colts. Right now, with the team that we have around him. Now, with all the receivers and running backs and tight ends and all that stuff, we'll see how that goes. The second thing, I don't know. I told this to our friend Nathan at work too. I said that my issue with the Colts right now, it's not so much maybe even the quarterback's fault. It's the people potentially they've been surrounding around. Well, like not the players, the organization. Because if Richardson, you knew when you drafted him, he's going to take time and, seasoning, as it were, over these years. And you've not properly given that to him. Now, it could be that, or Richardson's just not nearly as good as we hoped he'd be. It's one of the two. But we've also seen how we're like on our 13th quarterback now in 8 years, something to that effect. So that sounds to me like it's an organizational issue. We're approaching Cleveland Browns territory when it comes to new quarterbacks every year at this point. That sounds more than just the player. You know what I mean?
That's
like
insane.
I said, trade the kid. You're not going to do
anything. And if he goes somewhere else, and Miranda, I don't know if you heard this a while ago, but there's rumors going around Pittsburgh Steelers are interested in Anthony Richardson. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, don't be jealous if he comes over to Pittsburgh and does something.
I'll tell you right now, I'm going to say it. If he goes somewhere else and lights it up and is a success, Andy screwed the pooch, and it's their fault.
Yep.
Hasn't that been the story for everybody that's left the Colts?
At times. I mean, obviously we've had our heydays. Over the last few years, though, not everybody's lit it up. I mean, Shaq Leonard left, didn't really do it. Now, granted, that was his back issue. EJ Speed just left. We'll see what he does in Houston. There's been guys who's come and gone. Okereke with the Giants, okay career. But, nobody major. Zach Moss and Naheem Hines didn't really, again, injuries there in those situations too. So, not necessarily always the case leaving in a success. But as of late, it's not been great here. Now, I'm trying to hold on to hope, but I get it where Brandon's at too. I fully do. Show me, kid. I'm pulling for Daniel Jones. I really am. And the things that they like that he does do more is the stuff that Richardson could not do. The boring, move the chains type stuff. Richardson's great for a deep ball and a flash play.
It's
you need that to win.
Get the ball down the field. But Richardson could get the ball down the field. Granted, he used his own body at times. Daniel Jones can't run like that. He doesn't move like that. That's not his thing.
He can, but maybe not 80 yards where it falls. Yeah.
He's had, you're right. He had Saquon Barkley in the backfield, but he also had Malik Neighbors, and I can't remember the other.
No, he never had them together.
No, he never had them together.
Barkley left, and then Malik came in last year. So, see, he's not had – now he's got a solid running back. He's got at least 4, potentially 5, maybe more receiver options. He's got a better team around him now. What he does with it is the question, in my opinion. Again, I'm not trying to blow smoke and try to make it over-optimistic and build Brandon up just to tear him down. I know I've had that issue in the past too. I'm just trying to be like, we'll see.
Oh, no, there is no building me up on this one. Like I've said, I've seen this man play. He's just like I said, it's just like when we got Flacco and it was like, oh, no, he was good for a couple games. But then inevitably what happened?
Yeah.
He got
that's been the argument for Richardson too. His, ceiling, his floor is very low right now, but his ceiling and his potential is there. And I think a lot of Colts fans wanted to see, all right, third year, let's see what he does this year. But if you're an organization with the injury bug there, always there with him as well, and not reading defense, he's the reason why he got blasted in that first preseason game. It's no one else's fault. But
that was his fault.
And that's not the only play I saw looking at game tape that showed that. Things like that, where he just wasn't picking up the small things. And as Mike pointed out here too,
hasn't really been able to teach him that because of whatever reason. Like they'll bring in somebody else and then he just sits.
Well, that's the thing Nate has a problem with at work is that when he's on the sideline or he's hurt or something, he's not involved with the play call. And he's not listening on the headset. He's not learning. He's just sitting there. That rubs fans and coaches the wrong way too. It looks like he doesn't feel like he has to work. He even like we pulled up I showed it this last week to him at work that there's a quote going around where Richardson said a couple years ago that playing in the NFL is way easier than it is in college. Hate to break it to you, buddy. You've not had that success in the NFL. So I don't know. Again, what's in between the ears may be part of it. And like Mike mentions here, I think it all goes back to the sad fact that he tapped out. And unfortunately, I think that will forever haunt it. You're probably not wrong. The coaches, I'm sure, saw, and the organization probably saw that and said, yeah.
And it doesn't sound like he made any effort to, like, put himself in the game. Like,
yeah.
I think he's got an attitude problem. Like and if he goes to Pittsburgh, they ain't going to put up with it.
No, they definitely won't dare.
No. But again, but for all we know, though, but that's what he needs. Other structure and discipline. Yeah. Like I said, if he goes somewhere else and then all the potential that he could have had, then it wasn't just him. It was also a coaching issue.
Right. Well, and that's the other thing, too.
Look, you guys know what it's like to have bad management.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
If it comes down to if he goes somewhere else, and let's say he goes a fucking random team, not Pittsburgh. Let's say he goes to fucking Philadelphia, right? Whatever, just hypothetically here, and does great there, backing up fucking Hurts and all that, or whatever the case may be, right?
Don't take Kenny Pickett's job like that. Super Bowl winning.
Kenny Pickett ain't doing shit with that job anyway.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I think he's in Cleveland now. My bad. Anyway.
Yeah, he's in Cleveland now anyway.
Yeah,
but I'm
Super
saying,
Bowl ring.
No matter what, there's 31 other teams he could go to. He goes to any of those teams, and there is a vast improvement that it's not just him. And I don't think it's just him now.
Right. Well, and here's my theory on that too.
Right. Maybe he is sitting on the sidelines, but maybe that's because they don't give him a headset and don't let him in on the plays.
Maybe.
Like, if they've lost all trust in him or don't see any, then what the fuck's the point, right? So they're not going to give him all this stuff. If they're not giving him the reps any fucking way, who's to say they're giving him letting him sit there go over plays and shit? Like, what's the fucking point? They've already washed their hands with the kid. Then let him go. But if he goes somewhere else and does everything that he should have been doing here, then it's a coaching issue. And I said that shit from the jump when we heard about all the shit that was going on in the locker rooms. Like, this isn't a singular player thing here. This is a whole building
organizational
issue.
It was organizational last year, and it feels like maybe some of that's still stuck around. I'm trying to have a little optimism because they are going through an ownership change. Well, I mean, it's already happened, but with Jim Irsay passing away, and now that the daughters have taken over, I'm hoping some more accountability is brought along with it. Nothing against Jim Irsay, but I feel like there were times that maybe it wasn't. Again, he gets compared to Jerry Jones a lot, maybe trying to meddle a little too much, things like that. I don't know. But I just feel like there's a deeper issue here sometimes than some of the players. And if, like I said, and you said too, if Richardson goes somewhere else and kicks our ass, you got nobody to blame with yourself in that regard. But we won't know until he does it. So,
who is the Colts rival?
I mean, it used to be New England, but it's kind of not much of a rivalry anymore. Jacksonville, probably. Jacksonville, we've not beaten Jacksonville in a decade. So, well, no. At their building. We've beaten them at home, but we've not beaten them in Jacksonville. We've not won a week one game in 11 years or something like that.
Judging by how fucking Trevor was looking, I doubt we're going to fucking do it this time either.
It's preseason. You never know. He's got some good receivers over there in Jacksonville now, so you might be right.
I think what we're saying is don't draft Colts players this year.
Yeah.
Unless it's maybe Jonathan Taylor. It might be. But who knows? There are some people. What'd you say?
Every time I had him, he sucked.
Oh, Taylor. Well,
yeah.
Oh, Pittman. Yeah, Pittman too.
Pittman
hey, no
too.
one told you to keep Pittman with the round one pick. Okay, that's on you. But no, but here's the thing though. There are some people online. We'll see how accurate they are, who think the Colts might actually be a sleeper this year. If Jones can play with the pieces around him now, we'll see. But yeah, I'm with Brandon though. I want to see it first. So I can't get on that train until it leaves the station. You know what I mean?
Don't ask me anything until week 3.
Yeah. Well, in weeks 1 and 2, we got home games. So we got to hold service there, especially week 1. God, get us a win week 1. That will do a lot, considering we've not done it in 11 plus years, maybe 12. We've not won a week 1 game. That will help. You know what I mean? But yeah, and it's against Miami. So we'll see how that goes. F them fish, right? Yeah, as Brandon always says, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the thing that makes this even more frustrating is when Andrew Luck, I guess, come out this week and basically was talking about the way that his career ended with the Indianapolis Colts and in football in general. He's talking about how I always have guilt about how it ended. I let my teammates down. And then he went on to say that I was going to play until I was 40 or 45. You think you're invincible. At least I did. I fell out of love with football. So just think, if the Colts would have kept him healthy, he'd still be playing.
The offensive line was just ass, and then therefore he just
Terrible.
got fucking ran over.
Again, that's an organizational thing. You have a franchise quarterback you drafted with the number 1 overall pick, and you let him go out there and get destroyed week in and week out. Could be part of the problem with Richardson too, running for his life. You know, we'll see how Jones does, but I don't see vast improvement on an offensive line this year. I still think it's one of the better ones in the leagues at times. But there are other times they just crap the bed. It's like it almost feels again like a culture thing, learning how to win, you know, which is something they've not done in a great deal in a long time. So, yeah, it just makes it a harder pill to swallow, no doubt about it. Thank you for checking out this clip of the Dragon's Den podcast. If you like what you saw here, please consider checking out our full podcast on Saturday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to follow, comment, like, and subscribe. And until our next video, guys, take care and God bless.